Hi, so before I start this video, I want to say a quick few things. First off, I didn't show my BTS collection in this video because it's in my last one and I didn't make any changes this year to my collection. The same with Victon and WOOPSYYYYY. Also, if I sound really monotone in this video, it's because I'm recovering from a cold and I didn't want to redo it because I wanted this video out for the end of the year. And if there's any cuts and weird lighting changes or whatever, because it started raining really heavily outside. Okay, enjoy. Hi. So today I thought I would show my entire photocard collection. I've been doing these videos since I started way back in 2019, but last year I uploaded one to YouTube, and this year I thought I would do the same, just as like a thing to look back on for myself. I have a lot of binders to get through. These are only like a few. So I'm gonna try and not speak as much when I'm showing these collections, but I'll just talk briefly when I started these collections and what I collect and who my biases and things like that. So I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna start with collect books and 2-pocket binders and work my way up to my bigger collections. So the collect books and 2-pocket binders are groups that I really like the music of, but I just don't collect the full group or one idol or whatever. So that's what that is. So this is the first one. There's Sakura, Lovelace, AKB48, Kara, Yukika, MB, WJSN, Red Velvet. I used to actually collect Sylvie fully back in 2019 or 2020, and she just got too hard for me. This was back when I just really got into collecting, and I was only collecting BTS at the time, and I think TXT and Red Velvet. Red Velvet was an alt girl group of mine at the time, and I just thought it was too difficult, so I was like, I'm gonna sell her collection, but I did keep this card because I got it in a group order back when Rally came out. Stacey, Miranda Spaces there. These are like cards I got as freebies. XG, New Jeans, Bugaboo, and this Given card from 0-1. This is binder number 2. Again, random groups. We have L'Assemble, Mix, Weekly, aespa, CSA again, 0-1, Cat's Eye. These are cards that I actually made. Cara doesn't really have a lot of selfie photo cards, so I decided to just take it upon myself and get some Yuri cards. NCT Wish, I just love their music. And this Teos Shinu card. And that's it for this one. Next, we have this on and off binder. My bias in on and off is Hyojin, which you can see on the front. I just collect random cards here and there. Yes, these are mainly off Pokemarket for like $1. I really like on and off's music, and I think people should tune in to on and off. I only really got into them this year. I knew of them for years. I can't remember what it was that just made me want to get into them this year, but I'm really glad that I did. So I just collect miscellaneous cards for Hyojin, Ishin, and Minkyun, which would be my bias line. So, and also, we're going to have a comeback in January, I think. The cards are so pretty. And then these. So next are these 2-pocket binders, again from miscellaneous cards, just from bigger collections. So I have this one. I have Eve. So these are some for Loona cards. I really like all of Loona. My bias in Loona would probably be Eve. My bias line would probably be Eve, Kpop, and Hyunjin maybe. I don't know. I just love all the cards, to be honest. So I just collect, again, random cards. we have Eve Solo. I have some one card from her first full album. And then this is her comeback, I guess. I did join a few group orders for some of her pops, so these are just my pulls. And then we have Anteam. I love Anteam music. My bias in Anteam is Yuma. I also like Fuma as well. But these are just again random cards. I do like to get a couple cards after every comeback because they're so cute. And these are I made those. Then we have June. I love the boys. I love the boys since Bloom Bloom came out. Bloom Bloom, maybe my favorite title track from theirs. I also really like Nectar, and I really like their comeback Trigger. But I really got into all of the boys this year. No pun intended. I do have a couple cards of his on the way, but these are just what I have right now. I just got my favorite ones, I suppose. These are like, I love this one. And that is that binder. This is Momo. I love Momo. I love Twice. I love Momo. I just collect again my favorite cards. Momo's really low priority for me. I do want to finish her fancy cards, but again, it's just been very low priority for me. So, and also there's cardboard on the back of this to stiffen these up. But just pretend you don't see that. So, just have random cards. These are extra cards I pulled that I really like. I really like Nyan and Sana. They're probably in my bias line as well. And then these random cards I want to give away. These. And some of Nyan's solo cards. Because I really like Nyan, like I said. This binder is again random collections. So we have Blitzers. We have Boy Next Door. Bias Bravo Tyson. We have EXO Suho, Icon, Enfine. Again, love Enfine's music. And EXO and Boy Next Door. We have sf9. We'll get on to sf9 later. sf9 is one of my old groups. So some of those. Then I have a 7R. I have an extra of him. I don't know why I end up with another one, but I have another one. And then I have this hanbin and how Union card. Drippin, Icon, Victon, WOOPSYYYYY. These are fan-made cards as well because I listen to a lot of J-pop and they don't really have selfie photo cards, so I just got some of these. Riize from Psychic Fever. And then this is the Rampage, so I think that's it. And then we just have some amiibo cards from Animal Crossing. And that is that. So next we have EXO. I collect Kai. I collect mainly his solo cards, but I do collect some of his EXO cards as well. I am so excited for him to come back in the military. I can't even describe it. So we just have this on the inside. Again, just cards I like from EXO, like the full group. Put miscellaneous cards in here as well, and then it goes on to soul stuff. This took me forever to get. I did overpay for it on Green Twitter, but I just wanted it to be done. It's literally impossible to find. Then we have Exist. I do need one more card to finish. Again, it's been low priority, but I do want to finish it before he gets out of the military. So, anyway, I just have some bigger cushions that I've pulled. And that's it. Then we have riize. So in riize, I collect hanbin, some insect cards. I did want to collect hanbin and insect, but hanbin is just enough for me. So that is that. I collected them both for debut, and that was it, I think. I haven't really bought any cards since Lucky Era, their Japanese release. I'm kind of reevaluating my riize collection. As you can see, I haven't bought anything for Epilogue. Mainly because of the whole Song'an thing. It's just been really sad, to be honest. And also because these cards are really expensive and I don't want to pay the money for them because it wasn't even like an official comeback. I don't know. I just don't know what to do. This collection is kind of on a break right now, if I'm being honest. I do really love riize and I love hanbin so much, but I just don't know. And these are like his pops. A non-album. Yeah, insect. And that's it. Next is Soho from oneus. I collect all of his album cards and whatever pods that I like. I would consider Soho an alt. I really love oneus a lot. I've been listening since 2020. And they have not had like an official comeback this year. They had like a digital release, but alas, I don't really know what's going on with RWB, but I love oneus a lot. And this collection has been finished for quite a while, so I'll just speed through it. I love this page. I really love to have the comebacks in. I really hope that all the pods are with Soho with dyed hair because I've been waiting literally since their debut for Soho to have blonde hair again. So and that's it. So these Japanese cards and then these plain cards. And that's it. And here is Gal from Ive. I also moved a.c.e. in here recently just to save space. But for Ive and a.c.e. I collect all album cards and then whatever pods and non-album that I like. That's basically the way I go about with mostly all of my collections, to be honest. I don't try to restrict myself. I don't try to burn myself out as well. So that is what's going on. If a.c.e. I click riize. Their recent comeback has been impossible to find for the album and pocket cards. I don't really know what's going on. Like, I'm able to find the pobs easier than album cards. I don't know. As you'll see here, that I'm missing basically them all. I got these recently. These. I love. And this one. And these are the other members. And Huiso's Queen and Puzzle card. But yeah. Next we have aespa. I love aespa. aespa, I would say, is my #1 alt girl group. I've just been loving aespa. Like this past, I would say, since Spicy came out, really. I've been following them since their debut, and I've listened to their releases as comebacks have been happening. But I don't know, ever since Spicy era, it's just been, I've just been obsessed with everything they do, and I love all the girls so much. Which you'll see in this binder, because while my bias is Winter and Ning Ning, I kind of bias the whole group. I say my bias is Winter and Ning Ning, but it's everyone, really. In an ideal world where money was not an option, I would collect OD4 in a heartbeat. But money is an option, so I basically collect cards that I like from each girl from each era. I kind of do it like that. It might be a bit messy to some people, but it makes sense in my head, and I'd rather do that than buy cards that I don't really care for, than love each and every card in my collection. So that is this. And they recently moved into here because they were in like a 2-pocket binder, but I just expanded, so. As you can see, I did start out with Ning Ning, because when aespa debuted, I'll do this while I flip actually. When aespa debuted, my bias was Winter, and then I switched to Ning Ning for a while, and so I was like, I'm gonna collect Ning Ning, and then I kind of double bias with Winter and Ning Ning. But then, as again, since Spicy era, it's been like all 4 basically. So I basically keep pulls. This is also not an official card. It's like one of my cards for Instagram that I give out when I trade or sale or whatever. So basically I keep pulls and buy whatever other members that I like, which has been working well for me so far. These also not official cards. I have a full set unintentionally of the Europe exclusives for Supernova, Armageddon. And these are my pulls for Whiplash. This is all I've pulled so far. And then these 2 Winters. I did buy this Winter, but I pulled her Make Star card. So, no Ning Ning, sadly. I'm gonna pull a lot of Winter, Gigi, and Karina. And then Giselle, Winter. And then these Espoir cards. I'm definitely butchering that. They're really huge, but I really like these Twin Tail cards. I've been thinking about selling these, but they look really nice together as a 4, so I'll just keep them for now. And then we have Jinhee from ace was in here, but I'd move him into a Meow Cafe binder, which you'll see in a minute. But these are basically just Dongan and Chan cards from ace. Again, this is kind of like a hidden collection because I really want to collect top 3 in ace. But again, I'm trying not to spend so much money all at once. So these are like pulls and cards I bought at Korean Twitter. These are my Pinata pulls, and this is like a Europe tour photocard from the recent tour. This is Chan. My pulls from Pinata, and these are the pop-up for Supernatural in LA. These are the other members. This might sound really random what I'm going to show, but I said before that I really love J-pop, and I have been infatuated recently with Naniwa danshi ever since their discography has been uploaded to Spotify, because before that I would have listened on YouTube or on SoundCloud, but I feel like I really lose the motivation to keep going on to SoundCloud and YouTube. It worked for a while, but then I kind of stopped. I've been listening to them since 2022, but I just love them so much, and they don't really have selfie photo cards, so again, made my own. This is very inspired by Sufini's idea for Binny, so all creds to them. But they do have some which I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna need to do a Mercari, Japan, or Nukio order, but this is what I have, and I've only decorated some of it so far. So yes, my Oshi or bias and Naniwa danshi is Kyohei and Michi, so you'll see mostly their cards. I mean, they're not even fish cards, but you know what I mean. I just think they're so cute. It's like, I love these outfits. So this is just flip 3. They're so cute. I love them so much. I really recommend anyone listen to them if you really like really cheerful, bright, serotonin inducing music. Then I really recommend naniwa danshi. And that's it. Next is Ginny from ace, who is also an alt of mine. I collect all album cards. Well, I try to. A lot of their earlier cards are really hard to find and quite expensive if you do find them. But I love a challenge, I guess. So here we go. I also have this choice keychain from LW Pens. So this is what I have. I'm really proud of the collection I have so far. I didn't start collecting until earlier this year, so. This is completed Butterfly Fantasy. My girl is finished. And then this is for their recent comeback pinata, which I only have my pulls in here, so. And these are the L holder photocard set. And these are some of their pals, his pals from my girl. Their tarot cards, supernatural cards. These two are from K-Con, and these are from the pop-up. Some older pops, not album. This is the start of the pinata pops. I did join a good few, so I put one of those to ship to the GOM. So that's the only one I have from Mixer so far. And that is that. Next is Rocket Punch. I collect OT6 Rocket Punch, and I know Jury left earlier this year, but I'm still gonna say OT6 because they're OT6 to me. So I'm missing one card, which is very annoying for this video. I have bought it, but they're not shipping until after Christmas, so that's that. So I basically have a complete OT6 collection. I really wish that Willem would treat their grips better. Cough cough, Golden Shine Rocket Punch, but whatever. Rocket Punch is an alt of mine. I adore them so bad. So we have Pink Punch, Red Punch, and this is like stuff I marked for like when I had cards on the way, so just ignore that please. So we have Yellow Punch, Ring Ring, arguably the hardest era, which is the last card I need, is a Jury card. And we have Yellow Punch. Did I say Yellow Punch? I went Blue Punch for this. And we have, starting off with Flash. I made a lot of progress this year, and these are the K-Twin Bobs. And then we just have OT6 sets. So this is the pre-order set you got with Ring Ring, Yellow Punch, Make Star. Another this is Everlane, I think. Flash. These are season greetings from 2023, I want to say, maybe. They may have their membership cards, which is the last cards that they released. Sadly enough. Well, these are actually, sorry. These are the season greetings for 2024. The last cards is OT6. So, yep. Please have a release. I beg. The world needs Rock Punch back. This binder has Suyeon. I didn't say in the last clip, but Suyeon is my Rock Punch bias. But I just adore OT6 with all of my heart. But these mostly have Suyeon on album and pops and things, so I'll just show you that. These are just like extra cards because I was collecting Suyeon. I don't know why I bought extra. I am looking to sell some of these, so since they're mostly dupes, but these go to Pobs. And they did so well in Queen and Puzzle. I know this is like severely outdated news, but I feel like no one talks about Rock Punch and how talented they are because they're so underrated and so underpromoted by their company. I know a lot of people say this, but I feel like if you're a Rock Punch fan, you know what I mean when I say that they just deserve to have a stage or like have the chance to like show how talented they are, which I feel like Queen and Puzzle did do that, but Willem clearly did not do anything with that. So even though Yanni did end up being in Elzup, which whatever happened to Elzup, as I come to Elzup, I did collect Yanni and Elzup. So sad. Like, how did they give us Die For You? One of the best B-sides, in my opinion, ever. Is that a stretch? I don't think so. And then just never do anything with the group again. It genuinely baffles me, but anyway. And these are their Queen and Puzzle trading cards. And I got these when I purchased some Rock Punch cards. I think they're the fan meeting cards in 2019. Or 2021. Wow, can't see. And these are just like some random bigger inclusions, so yeah. Now we're going to the A4 binders. So we have TXT, and in TXT I collect Bumgyu. Bumgyu is another alt of mine, and I've been collecting TXT since they debuted. I must say, wow, I've actually been following them since they debuted, but I didn't collect them until Runaway era. So yeah, I collect basically. At the very start I was like, I'm collecting everything because again they just debuted, the birth of the insane amount of Pobs and fan sign cards and lucky draws didn't really exist back then. I was saying since 2020 it really went for it with TXT, but for now I just collect what I want, and that is the mantra, I guess, for this video, like I said before. So this is this cloud I literally made when this album came out, and I have not changed it. So I'm gonna zoom out a bit just so you can see. And I have some fan art as well from Daehui's Days. I really love their art. So we have the comeback. These are all album cards. I was collecting OT5 at a point. I stopped around Blue era, but I kept the set because it's really pretty. Really pretty spread. But I was collecting OT5, and then I think I stopped around this era. As you can see, why I still have all 5 of these. But it was just too much because I was picking up a lot more groups as well, and I was like, it's just too much. So I have this, some random Pobs, and these Target exclusive cards. These are my pulls. It's so crazy when I think back because this was 5 years ago, and I remember the day that TXT debuted, and I was like, I'm not going to stand a group if I didn't hear the music. But when the crown dropped, I was like, wow, I love and hold my album. So then I pre-ordered it that day, and I pulled Sibin and Kuning, and then for these, because again I wasn't really collecting until after this, I pulled Yunjin and Sibin. I still kept them. And then we're going to like non-album things, so I'm gonna have to blur this actually. There's like random non-album things. icon. There's like Japanese cards. Probably one of my favorite woman cards of all time. Basically now just try to do 3 per era, and then if I want more I can go back and get them. These, because it's so crazy, because back then this was like a lucky draw thing. I remember joining a group order for it and everything. This is so crazy. I love these. I don't know about anyone else. I haven't really seen many people talk about them, but I love these flyers for Japanese releases. I adore them. I wish groups still did them. I don't know if other groups do them, but a.c.e. don't. But I just love them so much. I don't know what it is. Then we've gone like lucky draws and things, so. The reason why I don't have Yunjin is because back when this released in 2020, I joined for OT5 and I got 2 group cards instead because a lot of people had Yunjin as their priority. So I was like, right, that's okay. So I sold one of these group cards and I have OT4 still. I think it's so cute. So technically I do have Yunjin, but just not the not even a selfie photo card. And then I have the infamous cat and dog broadcast. I have 2 of them actually, and this one is a replica. I would love to get his dog broadcast one day, but this is probably my prized possession. Like, are you actually kidding? Ooh. It's kind of a funny story why I have 2 of these. So I bought one on Mercari Japan back when, this was years ago. It must have been, I'd say 2020 when I bought this, and I was like, oh my god, what if it's fake? And then I saw one of my mutuals on Instagram at the time was selling them. I was like, right, okay, so if I buy that and if it's fake, it's okay. But then it came and they both looked exactly the same, so I just kept them ever since. And how could I let it go? I wouldn't even know how to price it if I were to sell it, because I'd never see them for sale. But there we have. This did have a lot of bigger inclusions in here, but I had to take it out because I ain't running out of room quickly. So I have some stuff in these broadcasts. And someone gave me confetti from their tour when I bought something from them, which is really cute. And these, like, I bought these on eBay, I think. And these, back when they didn't have selfie photo cards, and these are like unofficial photo cards, but they're from an official magazine, if that makes sense. So. Some bigger 8-pocket things. And that's that for my Bumby collection. Next is Junghan from 17, another alt. I've been collecting 17 since 2020, and I collect all album cards and whatever I like for pops and non-album things like that. So yes. Sorry for the lighting change as well. It just started raining really badly, so if it's a bit dark, I'll try to fix it when I'm editing this video, but apologies. So these are just an album and things at the front. I try to collect what I can for Junghan. He is really expensive. Probably the most expensive on Mercari Japan, and he's like nowhere to be seen on Instagram or eBay or Depop or whatever. So yeah, now we're going to album cards. Thankfully I have his Boys B card. I bought it for like a $5 a few years ago, so this is before the reprints are happening. But yeah, and apologies if you can hear my dog downstairs. So this is all half the new comeback. But again, things very slow since he is in the military. So I'm going to take my time with it. Didn't go 17 magazine I did buy, so I just kept all numbers. And then this is like bigger inclusions. Some. I don't really collect bigger inclusions for any group really, but this is what I pulled or kept or whatever. Gotten in group orders. That's that. Next is Golden Child. So I collect Sungyeon, again, another alt. I collect all album cards. Basically, it's the same thing over and over again. I try to collect as much as I can though for Golden Child, since I don't have too much. But I don't really think I'm missing too much either, so I'm just going to show this as it is. Again, this collection has been finished for quite a while since Sungyeon enlisted in the military in March of 2023. But he recently came back and he now has his personal Instagram, which is very exciting. I didn't think he would get one so quickly anyway. And it's just been great to have him back. I really want a Golden Child comeback more than I need anything, to be honest. Their last comeback was in 23, over a year ago. And Sungyeon was on it, obviously, because he was in the military. But I just miss him so bad. And these are like non-album things and broadcasts and things like that. They did have a fan meeting recently, a couple of weeks ago, in Japan and in Korea. But I really hope that they get a comeback in the new year. I don't know what's going on with Willem, because Rocket Punch has another release this year. Now there's Golden Child. I just don't know what's going on in that company. And they did, for people who don't really follow Golden Child as closely as I do, 7 out of the 10 renewed their contracts with Willem, which I wasn't expecting that. To be honest, I was expecting them to disband, if I'm being quite honest. Just because the mistreatment from Willem, I didn't think that they would re-sign with Willem again. And I also collect a few OT10 sets. Sungyeon's not here because he has his own cards up there, so these are just the rest of the 9 members. And Jibum, Bowman, and Tag did not renew their contracts with Willem, which is very understandable, to be honest. But the 3 boys did go to their last show, their fan meeting in Korea. Oh, and I love how they're still like, Golden Child is still 10. And it just kind of reinstates the fact that they're obviously still as close as ever. And the problem is with Willem. And I don't really blame them for not re-signing their contracts with Willem, because like, they're just so inactive. The only person that really has schedules is Jangjin. But anyway, I'm still missing this Jeon card. And then this week finished. This is the Reboot Deluxe photocards. I have this moment on hand, I just haven't stored it. And then I collect like my favourite card from each era. This is Take a Leap, Pump It Up, Pump Up AR cards, Yes, or Burn It. These are the Game Changer Limited cards. I collected 2 per era. Then we have Dara. One was actually a pub. And we have Aura. I was going to say the last comeback is OTN, but Dale wasn't in this comeback. So their last comeback as full grip was Game Changer, which was in 2023. No, 2020. That's 2021. Wow. Very sad. So this is Fumi. I am collecting full. I am missing a few of these cards. I have a few of them actually on my desk, but I haven't stored them. But I'm missing a good few as well. Not too many. And these are Songyun's Japanese cards. I have this Bowman because they're really cute. But I really recommend Golden Tag Music. They're just such fun boys, and it's really obvious how close they are. This is Songyun's musical cards. Really cute. I actually did buy a new Songyun card. It was his Gulcha debut broadcast card in Poké Market, and it was really, really cheap. I've never seen it for sale anywhere, so I snatched it up as soon as. These are random things. And that's it. This is my second Gulcha binder. It just has random OT10 sets in here, OT9, OT10. I have not made a cover yet. In the new year, my New Year's resolution is to decorate my binders a bit more, because I get a lot of inspiration from YouTube and people showing their collections on YouTube, but I never implement it into my own binders because I'm always so busy either working or sleeping. That's literally my life. So anyway, these are Feel Me showcase cards. Since Songyun was on here, my baseline probably would have been Ju-chan and Tag, so I got those two instead. These are some random cards that I either pulled, got in sets on my carry, or cards I really like of the other members. So this binder is quite a mess, to be honest. And then this is their first membership kit. Yeah, first fan club. This is the one from 2022, perhaps. This is from 2023 with no Deal or Songyun, because they were both enlisted at the time of these. These are the last cards they released, I think. Well, at the season greetings, but I don't have it. And then we have the tour that never happened. They meant to have a tour, I think it was 2020, the summer, or 2021, and it got cancelled because of COVID. But I still kept all these cards. I don't take a photo for them. This is played the tour that did happen. So we have all of those. Back when I used to know group on Twitter, which is kind of crazy. Then we have Season's Greetings 2023. I love these cards so much. Like this Bowman card. Are you actually? Wow. This is their cafe cards for 2023 Season's Greetings. So this is 2022. You can tell that I have no concept of time anymore. And I did set up for the Season's Greetings 2024. I did not buy it because I was like, oh, I'm going to get it cheaper again. Didn't end up getting it. I do really want to get it, but I just haven't got it yet. I didn't really like the concept. I think that's what it was, because I was going to buy it and then didn't end up doing that. So this is their first photobook cards. This is the one going pop-up. I just collected one from each member. I do have Songyun's full set in his other binder, but these are just the spread. Then I collected the rest of Tags because I really liked his, and my 2 membership cards. And these are the postcards for 2022 Season's Greetings. They're so cute. I didn't buy any Season's Greetings this year, which is kind of crazy because normally I would buy a couple. And these are just like random binder inclusions because the whole wall's in this binder, as you can see. And then the Suckton. And finally we have my sf9 collection, my pride and joy, my everything, Tang. He is my alt bias and I've been collecting him since 2021. I have 3 binders now for sf9. This time last year I only had 1, but I had to split things up because I was getting dangerously full. So this has album cards, just album cards, and I really like this cover, this concept. I want to make a public announcement, I have to say it. If people do not listen to sf9 or don't really tune in or need new music, I really recommend in particular their Sequence album. Probably my favourite sf9 album that they've ever released. The title track is my most played song of this year in Spotify Wrapped. It is absolutely the best. I can't put into words how much I love sf9, and this isn't me being biased, this is just me being objective. If you really want objectively good music, listen to sf9, in particular Sequence album, in particular Bora. Thank you. So this is album cards. I might zoom in with it. So I just put these in chronological order because some areas would have 2 cards, some would have 4, some would have 5. It's kind of messy, so I'll just go here. And then they started going to full pages with puzzle, sequence units. I'm missing 1 unit. I didn't even realize I was missing it until I looked through this binder the other day. And then this is their recent era, Don't Worry Be Happy. I am missing the Nemo and the postcard. I did trade for the postcard, but I think I got lost, the postcard book version, and I have not found them anywhere. I don't know what is happening. I don't know if I'll ever find them, to be honest, but I'm in no rush because sf9 cards are really cheap, especially the last couple of years. So, and these are just the units I've pulled. I don't want to collect them all, but again, I'm kind of feeling lazy at the moment. I need to just buy them off cranes, whatever, cheap. And then these are just concept cards, spares, dupes, whatever. Freebies I got off in sellers. Some K-seller got me this full set of, like, obviously fan-made cards, but they're super cute. Same with these. They're double-sided. And then these are sequence cards. Like, this one is so cute. Like, this is a lucky draw as well. Like, how big. And then we have other sf9 members. These are pulled from albums I bought when I was collecting their full discography. Well, I still am, but you know what I mean. I was back buying, I suppose. I put Insung is here as well, because Insung would be my second bias. And I'm in the process of selectively collecting his album cards, so I'll just go in here. And these are his membership cards. This is from their Delight tour. Some Huion cards. And then some random trading cards, freebies, season greetings, concerts, things like that. Then my pulls from Turnover and Rumination. Jane, my bias line in sf9 would be Jane, Tang, and Sung. Now we go into non-album, everything non-album. For Tang, I try to collect everything. And I know that's quite hard because they've been a group for 8 years. Or 8 years. I do have a lot of cards on the way though, from the newest era in particular. But I do have a couple of old cards. So this binder needs a lot of reorganizing in the earlier years. From like Turnover onwards is fine because that's when they start doing a lot of pobs. But for the earlier eras, not so much. So we have this. So this binder is now finished. I do have another one that continues on from fantasy onwards, the newest era. So we have 3rd gen, like broadcast WoW fan cafe cards, and I have a couple old cards, so they're gonna go here. I'm gonna not speak through this. There's a lot to get through, so turnover. Fan meeting, rumination. I tried to buy, as you see, by outfit. Season's greetings, concert, mix of both. Scream. I just want someone to give sf9 their flowers. I give them to them every day, but I feel like the industry and other K-pop fans need to realize that they're just one of the best groups in the whole world. Then we go on to puzzle. This first fan meeting. Tour, or was it fan meeting? Then we go on to sequence pobs. I'm still not finished with this. I actually bought another one the other day, but this is like Japanese release and fan meeting cards, and then this is his second fan meeting cards. So this is the last binder of this video, and this is just continuing on from Fantasy onwards. So these are the pops that I have on hand. Oh, you cannot see that. They do crazy amount of pops. I know what you're all thinking, and I'm crazier for collecting them all. But and then this is their fan meeting cards, which they did like a marriage concept, which is so funny. Like, will you marry me, blood? LOL. And that's all I have for this binder. I have a lot on the way, but that is it for my photocard collection video. And yeah, thanks everyone.